Hello, DarthVegan here, back with another episode of Derail Valley. We are ready to get started with our load that is going across the map. Oop. With our double header DE6s, if I can get it started, that is. There we go. And I don't think we have to start this up, right? Or do we? I think the slug just goes. And then for our double header DE6, let's fire him up. There we go. And they all should just run off the same controls there. And I think we're ready to get started. I think we are ready to get started. Oh, there's no... There we go. Alright. Let's see. 820. Let's go ahead and take off the brakes. Okay. No brakes are on. Alright. I'm trying to remember how to drive this thing. I only drove it once to test. Alright, we're going to be backing up here. As soon as our brakes apply across all of the trains there. Reverser in reverse. And we're going to back her on up. And we're going to back up into... Oh man, this thing's just moving. Like it's not even struggling at all. This massive train. It's just rolling. It's just rolling. We're gonna back up a little bit until we get to enough room to kind of give ourselves a running start up this hill here. I don't know how expensive this is gonna be, but it might be pretty expensive, so probably going to back up to about the sea yard, and that should give me enough room to make my running start. Sound like the brakes may be on back here on the DH4. Okay. What happened? Okay, that was weird. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the throttle. We'll let it drift on back. I'm gonna go ahead and go back and turn off the brake on the DH4. I think I forgot to release that handbrake after we slept. Alright, oof, that took forever. Yep, there's the handbrake. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't think that train brake matters because it is not cutoff's not on. Oh my gosh, now I have to run all the way back. Jeez. This is where you wish you did have teleport turned on. Alright, whew. And you may or may not have noticed there are some helicopters on the front of the train here. I was able to use the BE2 to load these guys from the military place. I'd forgotten that I was going to take those up to the machine factory in town, so I got those things added on with the BE2. Just shunted the engines along with the BE2 over to the military base, and then got that taken care of. All right, let's go. We're rolling. We are rolling. We are rolling. Hopefully I have all my points set correctly. Probably should double check while we roll up at least. To the right, to the right, to the left, and to the left. Okay, that's at least good for the first part of the journey here. See if we can get up to around 40. I don't have my distance tracker in here, but we're over 1,000 kilometers. We're at 1,600, or let's see, the 1,370 meters, not kilometers. All right. We're rolling. This thing's a hoss. So shifting gears there. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Like to get up to 40 here if we can. 30 is kind of a safe speed to go through the town there. I think we'll be alright if we can get up to 40 without derailing or anything. So we're really going to start decreasing speed here in a second. Yep, as we start going up this hill. It's a pretty steep hill. Let's see how these two DE6s handle it. So far, they're handling it like a champ. They're like what hill? Oh yeah, they're nice. I'm going to go ahead and throttle back just a little. Don't want to get going too fast so that we derail inside the town. All the temps and everything are all looking good. Yeah, it's not struggling at all. Not struggling at all. Going right, 40. Good. So we're making this first turn out of the harbor here. Going to the right. We're going to go to the right again. At our next turn. And then the right again. Let's see, is that indicated on this? We'll go to the right. Now there's that's not a, it's not a true Y here. No, you're going left there. That's true. Okay, now we're starting to build up some ampere there. Amps going up as it struggles to go up this hill. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it up to the last notch there. and see if she can handle it, or if she's gonna get in the red. We're finally getting the bulk of the weight up the hill, I think, is what we're seeing here. All this tonnage is sitting on that hill. It's almost 2,000 tons, I think. So not a super heavy train, but a pretty heavy train. Okay. Getting pretty slow here. I'm wringing my hands in anticipation. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have turned this on. I don't know how this works. I think these had to be set on the same channel, the two wireless. I don't know what RXTX is. Have to look that up. But I also have to turn the other one on. Alright, this thing's fully charged, so I don't need to put it onto the thing, but I might anyway, just because. Okay, starting to level out a little bit, so starting to pick up a little bit more speed. Look at that. Snaking across the country here. Alright, we're gonna make a plan here when we get the goods factory in town, because we're going to be going around that loop. Let's make sure B is set. Go left. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we're going to be going way out through goods factory there. I probably should have gotten the distance tracker from the shunter and put it in here, because I'm gonna need that. Well, it only goes to 1,000, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Alright, so for the freight haul here, this goes to where? D5I, and this goes to, oh, they both go to D5I. Fantastic. So when we're coming from this direction here, we're going to go left and then right into D5I. The question is, how are we going to track that? So do the best we can. I may have to hop out, turn on the shunter. So we can maneuver from back there. This is going to be a wild trip for sure. Alright, so the next turn I'm expecting will be another right-hand turn. We're continuing to snake by the river here. I think we might be coming up on our turn soon. How's the fuel looking? Looks great. Alright, we're just gonna cruise along here around 45 or so because the length of our train is still passing through that 40-kilometer turn down. Whoops. Ooh, what's happening down here? And until I'm sure that that's passed, I think I'm just gonna stick with around 40, even though speed limit is now 100. I think the rest of my train is still passing through that part. If only I had a distance tracker. If only I forgot to get it out of my DH4 and put it in here. Oh well. We'll do that when we get to the goods factory. We're not going to get a time bonus on anything but the goods factory anyway, probably. I don't anticipate getting it on the steel mill. 37 minutes? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Turning left up ahead, is that right? Turning left up ahead, yes. We want to turn left to go to the goods factory. Then we'll turn left again. The left is a speed limit of 50, so we're good. I think we can go ahead and start applying a little bit of throttle. Make it up this hill here. Beautiful. So after that left, shouldn't be too long before we see another left-hand turn. I think this might be a bit of a climb here. I'm going to give it a little bit more throttle. Again, I don't want to get going too fast. All these 40 and 50 speed limits. And this long train, it's hard to keep track of, you know, where my train is without a distance tracker. Okay, we're coming up on the lake here, so that means my turn is very, very soon. I'm going to be turning to the left, go into the goods factory instead of passing over the goods factory. Yep, junction up ahead. Let's keep her around 40 if we can. Speed limit's 30 here. Never mind. Slow her on down then. I was about to start cranking her up. There we go. Don't want to get going too much slower than 30 now. Left up ahead, good. Alright. .30 speed limit, and we have to go up this massive hill, so no problem. No problem. That's where Derail Valley tries to get you. You know, they try to make you slow down before you go up the hill, and you've lost all that momentum. Okay, so looks like we're going to be going downhill now. speed limit of 40. So I'll go ahead and start throttling back. So we're going to start picking up some speed here. I don't want to get over 30 because a large portion of my train is still in that 30 area. So far, still slowing down. Part of my train's still going uphill, probably. It's wild, isn't it? Okay, all that distributed weight. It helps slow you down, but it'll also help build up speed if you're not careful. These big downhills, especially going downhill going into a town. Come on, baby. I wonder how long the track here is at Goods Factory. Like if I wrap all the way around, that's gonna be more than 1,000. So I'll just pull all the way up to the past the B yard with the DE6s, and then we'll see what it gives us. Alright, we are starting to build up to a little speed here. I'm going to put a little dynamic brake on. Sorry about my voice all of a sudden. Don't need going faster than 30 because part of my train will be in the 30 still. Just applying some dynamic brakes. It's this level right here. Using the electrical motors to slow us down. Here we go. Keep it slow, Johnny. Keep it slow. Says it speeds up here in a second, but I'm not gonna speed up. I'm just gonna leave it below 30. Or at around 30. Alright, starting to level out just a little bit here. There's the viaduct going over the city. It's real close. There's the smoke from the factories there in the city. Really close. Alright. Ease off the dynamic brake a little bit. Take a look. Yeah. 30 going into the town. Yeah. I did set the town, right? B5I, left and right, yep. That'd be a booger having to back this thing in there, wouldn't it? Alright, picking up full speed. I'm going to turn the dynamic brake up a little bit. It's at the maximum now. We're fine. And we're here. We are here in the city. Fantastic. 5I should be empty because it's a input line. Yep, there it is. Good. It is indeed empty. Just watch our speed here. I'm going to go ahead and ease off the dynamic brake just a little. Keep us at 30 though. And we'll just we'll cruise on through here. We'll wrap around as much as possible, and then we'll see where we're at. And might have to try to use the DH4 to shunt just a little bit. Push, give us a little push, if possible. I don't know if it'll be able to push this entire train or not. It could on a it'll struggle. It'll struggle. As long as it's on the flat, I think it'll be able to handle it. I'll definitely need to make sure all the brakes and stuff are disengaged, including the cutoff. Oh, and I'll turn this wireless on too while we're at it. I don't know what TX is versus RX. So. Let's move this to the far left channel. Make sure they're on the same channel to get it. Is there a manual for that thing? Probably. Okay. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Okay, I didn't realize I had that set, so good thing I'm paying attention up here. They're going to be moving through that shunting yard there. I'm going to turn the dynamic brake off completely. Let us coast on up. If I can see. Yep, there's the train going through. There's the flower cars coming through with food. I can catch a glimpse of those XR tooling cars. Nope. Cryo oxygen, which I think is also part of the load. Okay. Alright, when I get up to this tunnel, I'll go ahead and hit the brake. I can see this other train here. Oh yeah, we're already in there. Cool. Alright. Bring her to a stop then. Alright. We're not rolling, are we? Make sure we're not rolling anyway. Okay, we are not rolling. Alright. I am going to run over, oops, I need to go this way, to the DH4 here. Oh, look at this. We're in D5I. Just as we had hoped. Let's take a look at our manifests here. Let's go City West. I need this. Oops. These XR tooling, RND5I, and cryo oxygen. Oh, it got a little bit too far. Okay, so we'll disconnect it, and then we'll use the shunter to pull it back a little bit, and then we will connect the shunter wirelessly to the DE6 that we can use the remote. Need be. Alright, this is Freight Hall 53. That's 33. Oh yeah, because some of this is going to the steel mill. 33. So it might actually be in there. 33. Oh, you dummy, that's wrong. Load. There we go. 94. $94 right there. And then this car is 33. Okay, cool. So it's this guy right here. Well, I don't have to do anything with the shunter after all. I'm going to turn on the wireless. Okay. Let's come back here. I don't think I have to hit the brake on this one since they're connected, but I'm going to anyway. Okay. Now this might be a little tricky getting this reattached. Yeah. Okay, let's go and fire up. Turn this on. There we go. Connect, syncing, connected. Okay, it's working. Alright, let's back her up. Oh, sorry. Forward her up. Here are the old loco here. We're not moving that big train, are we? With this. Turn that off for now. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull the other train forward a little bit so I can reattach this to the back. We'll be able to head on out. Just gotta wait for it to pull forward here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the brake up here. Okay. Fantastic. Let's go turn these jobs in. Probably won't get the time bonus on it, but that's okay. Oh, right at. I did get the time bonus. Nice. Just barely. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Next, we're going to the steel mill B3I. Steel mill B3I. B3I. We want to go to the left, left, right. Yep. And for the steel mill, I think we just run straight shot left right into the steel mill. Yeah. That'll be easy. Okay. Anything going to the steel mill I want to take with me? No. Okay. Let's bring this train forward a little bit. We're going to go forward a little bit. I can see. Should be fine. This thing stopped. There we go. Alright. Next. We won't be getting a time bonus for any other job, but that's okay. Ooh, just fell off the mountain. Come back over here, grab our distance tracker. Should be down to 1280 now, I think. Ooh. The lights from that thing are blinding me. Okay. Heck yeah. Alright. Turn those lights off. Oh, wrong way. And go backwards, bud. Okay. I also need to remember to bring this distance tracker with me. At the steel mill. Or we'll detach it at the steel mill and use it as needed for shunting. Now the tricky thing will be the city west. Okay. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We're going to have to back that thing in. So we'll see. May have to put this off to the side or something. Alright, we're going to go ahead and kill it. Get our hammer out. It's hammer time. Okay, move these forward. Like so. Fantastic. Grab this. Okay. Go ahead and pop that bad boy in there. We'll go ahead and solder him up. My distance tracker in here. Fantastic. Pop that back in there. Close the door. Put her on 1,000. Yep, still at 1,000. Okay. Very good. Let's get out of here. Going to the steel mill. This should be a really quick trip. To the steel mill. Alright, let's go. To the steel mill. Alright, we'll track as we come out of the station there. We don't want to get going over 30 too much. Faster than 30. Just let her drift on down the hill here until we get clear of the station. Keeping in mind that our train length is actually closer to probably 1280. Now, this only tracks 1,000, so. We're just coasting down the hill. Should be just about clear of the station. And start opening her up. Alright. 60 is the speed limit up ahead, and we need to be going to the left. Yes. I don't know what the speed limit is on this turn. I'm going to throw on some dynamic brake just in case. Speed limit is 50 in this turn. Start the tracker again. Make sure I don't get over 50 here. Putting dynamic brake on. And then 80 after that, but we're going to get past this 50 first. We'll track for 1,000, then we'll track for another 280, and then we'll let her loose. Caged animal. It's supposed to be let free. Where's my steel mill thing at? Way back here at 0, okay. Fix that. Okay. Let's track for another 300 meters. And I'll make sure we're completely free of that junction. And start cutting her loose. I'm gonna go ahead and take the dynamic brake off. We need that. Start throttling up. Let her rip, tater chip. Alright. I'm gonna call it free. Let's do it. Let's open her up. We have enough fuel. Might not want to open her up all the way then. Conserve some fuel here. Unload this little bad boy. I'm gonna go ahead and throttle back, and we will get this all situated. Okay, to the right, that's correct. And then the next one will be to the left, which also is correct. All right. And I will set up the tracker as soon as we go into this thing here. As soon as we get into the B3I. This should take us probably halfway to the farm here, if we're being honest. By the time the delivery gets to the B3I here. How much fuel we got? Yeah, we're looking good on fuel. It took almost no fuel to get from here to the, from here to the goods factory. So I'll go ahead and kill it because we're going to be going down this hill. I don't want to build with too much speed. As we continue to pull our load into the steel mill. And remember that we have another probably 300 meters after this that we have to pull through as well. A long old train. I wasn't kidding. We're almost halfway to the farm. We'll do another 300 meters. We'll stop. Run back to the steel mill. It's crazy. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and run on back. Alright, here we are at the steel mill. Oh, he's a little bit long. Okay. That's okay. I'll go ahead and disconnect this. And we'll fire up the shunter and pull it back just a little bit. Which will be perfect, because then I can connect the shunter to the rest of the train and be on our way. Alright. Okie dokie, we need to go forward. Just pull that on into B yard, B3I. Alright. Fantastic. We'll go ahead and pull up a little bit further because we're going to have to go to the station house anyway. Alright. Very nice. Okay. Brakes on that. And steel mill. I thought I moved that. Turn on the steel mill job. Won't get the time bonus for this, but that's okay. Yeah, 74 minutes. Okay, I'll take that 14,000 regardless. Alright. Next will be the farm jobs. First, I gotta get this shunter reattached to the train. Alright. Just move up here to the rest of the B yard here. Roll on through. You know, since I'm not getting the time bonus, theoretically, I guess I could like stop and do shunting. I'm not going to, but I'm saying I could theoretically. All right, switch you and you. Back up to the main train. Then we gotta walk all the way back up to the engine. I think this thing should probably be on receive instead of transmit. Alrighty. Let's get the shunter hook back up to these flower cars, or whatever these hoppers are. Whatever's in these hoppers. None of my business. Alright. Pink. 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 And turn off the cutoff. Turn off that. See, this thing is in receiving. Yep, okay. So I'm gonna put this guy back into neutral. We'll run back up to the main train. Alright. We are back to the DE6s. We're gonna hook this guy up, just make sure this works correctly now. Got the other guy on receiving. I'm gonna put this guy on transmitting. He's connected. Alright, so if I release the brakes, that works, okay. If I turn this in the remote, does it do anything? No. He's in receiving, not transmitting. Okay, so I'll have to switch that, I guess. Okay, well, I'm going to finish this delivery next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time.